family, this is Jo from Creative Empowerment, back with another pick a card reading today. And this pick a card reading is all about new beginnings. Where are you having new beginnings happen in your life? What can you expect from them? And, guidance from spirit around those new beginnings. I've just come off filming my first new beginning for myself, which was art play on Tuesday mornings. There's going to be an art play link via Zoom for my channel. It's a new exciting thing that I'm bringing to you. Yeah, I wanted to make this video today so that we could keep working with the energy of new beginnings. So I'm really excited to do this video. I've got this beautiful plant here, which is the idea, the feeling of a new beginning. I have lots of green and I have some crystals that I don't really know why those crystals, but it was like I had to choose dark crystals. I had to choose crystals that had this depth to them. So let's get stuck into the piles and see which one is calling you for today. And as always with a pick a card reading, when you know which pile you're going to choose, then you can find the timestamps in the description box below and go straight to your reading. Please don't forget to like and share if you enjoy this video, and also please subscribe for more videos like this and other playful things. So pile one, we're starting over here. I actually thought today we might do it so it's easier for you. So pile number one is the beautiful shiny labradorite little stone. Then we have the beautiful tiger eye in pile two. And lastly, we have a piece of black tourmaline. So deep, dark stones. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of meaning in each of the piles. Obviously, I don't know what's there yet. So if you're drawn to pile one, you're going to find the timestamp below. Pile two, you're going to go to the pile two timestamp. And pile three, you're going to go there. So let's jump right into your readings. Hi pile one, if you chose this beautiful labradorite stone, this is your reading today. I hope that's picking up the flashes of light that are in there. And our first two, you've got one tarot card actually, is the Hangman. Okay, so the message I'm getting with this card is that you're poised for a breakthrough. So new beginnings in your life, you are poised for a breakthrough. It feels like you've been hanging stationary, you've been stuck still, are the words I'm getting, and you're poised for the next thing to come. You've been doing a lot of transformational thinking around who you are and what you're bringing into the world. You've had to change the way you've been thinking about some things. I'm not exactly sure what things, because there's going to be, varied things and I'm not getting specifics, but you are poised and ready to take action is what I'm hearing. So these are the rest of your tarot cards. That card there is like the overriding energies for you, and you have a lot of tarot cards here. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. We have the King of Swords. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the World, and then we have the Two of Wands. So what I'm noticing here is that we have a lot of almost frozen in time energy. Even though these cards aren't necessarily talking about that, that's what I'm feeling from these cards. I feel like you've put a real hold on a personal transformation that you're going through. I'm feeling the transformation. I feel like you have it all. You may not hear that, and you may not want to know that, and it may be really challenging to hear that. So I'm going to say it again. So if you choose to turn off, then that's your choice. You have everything you need to move forward. I'm going to take a big, deep breath for you. You have everything you need to move forward. And you have much guidance from above. You are going through a really deep personal transformation. You have a really very strong spirit guide in the form of either a wolf or coyote spirit, or another kind of canine that may be a personal animal spirit. But you're working through a period of enlightenment, which is definitely the hangman, the yellow around the head. And this card, a lot of yellow too. So you're working, it's like you're working your way through how to be a success. That's what your guides want you to know. It's like you have it all. And I feel really sad because I know that you're doubting that you have all of this, which is why it's in the reverse position. And you are such an established tree. So what I mean by that is you're not beginning. You're not at the beginning stage, pile 1. You are nowhere near a beginner. You don't see that about yourself, and you're putting things in the way of your success, but you are someone who is meant to shine. So very interesting energies coming up for you. They feel like my whole body is responding to this energy for you. The King of Swords is coming in to give you the clarity to cut through this shit, basically. The King of Swords wants you to take action, to be really decisive in your action. And it's like there's this message also coming from this card, which is it is that there may be some obstacles in your way and that they feel like people, but they're not in the way that you think that they've been in your way. Almost I'm getting this impression that you may need to take scalps, and I don't really understand that, and I'm not going to go into it because for everyone it's going to be different. Because for some people, here I go, for some people, it'll be sort of clearing out people from your life. For other people, it might be advancing on top of other people, and I don't mean that you'll do that in a negative way at all, pile 1. You won't do that in a menacing way, but it's like you're going to build yourself up regardless of what other people around you think. And that's why you're so frightened to move forward. That's why you're so frightened for this new beginning to happen. You will collaborate with others. You will find like-minded people who are going to be at your level, who you're going to be able to support each other, you know. You won't be on the top on your own. I think that you have this fear of that. You are coming to a very, very successful time in your life, pile 1. You are poised for success. I'm really noticing the bull here. You know, that Taurus energy. You are bound for success. It is happening. You have made plans. The plans are still stationary, is what I, feel about this card. But you've made plans to conquer the world almost in whatever it is that you're choosing to do. You're very passionate about it. You have so many skills and resources at your disposal. Now, when I said resources, I know there was a lot of you that went, I don't know what you mean. I don't feel like I have support. And I feel like you're somebody, and I feel that I can connect to this energy, that when people are around you ready to help you, you may not want to take that help because in the past you may have either had someone help you and it didn't feel right, or you don't know how to say no, or there may be challenges around you accepting help from other people. And I feel like it's like you need to meet people who are on your level. So just ask for that to happen in your life, just ask for those energies to come in for you. Ask Spirit to help with that. And I feel like I'm yelling at you too. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a yelling day. It's like I need to get it out of, anyway. Okay, so animal spirit energy. In the last reading, this was really about, this is about what's available to you, but you may not know it. This is available to you and you may not be accessing it. So kind of what I just was talking about a minute ago. Life is a mystery, Bobcat Spirit. It is trusting that this is a mystery. It is trusting that you're being led on this mystery and that your guides are supporting you. There is so much success coming in for you. And when I say that, it doesn't mean it's going to be, I don't know. Sometimes when I say things like that, I think that people are going to think that it's up here and it's beyond them. But whatever it is that you have your sights on your horizon, that's where you're going. It's not upwards where you weren't even thinking about. It is on this trajectory that you're already planning. And if you do get risen above that, if the energy, it will lift you. You don't need to do anything. It's going to do it for you. And 8 is all about eternity. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured, but it's in the reverse position. Oh man, that's so funny. This is you resisting, but this is the bat in its, it's actually the bat being turned upside down, which I find super interesting. Because the hangman, he's hanging, the bat, that's the bat's normal space here. But it is in the upright. This involves you changing your thinking in a big, big way for you, really big way. But this rebirth, it's like it's unstoppable. And I feel like that may be the type of thinking. I've got really itchy head. And it's not because I've got nits, as my mum would say. So it's bladder and gallbladder stuff. You're releasing blocks or stuck energy that you have around this stuff. And it is mental. There's a huge mental aspect here. The hangman is talking about that from the very beginning. But this is like the bat wants to look you right in the eye. Like all of these animal spirits are looking at you. Like the bird is looking slightly different, but I'm going to come to that in a minute. But they're looking you right in the eye. And I feel like perhaps you might need to do that in the mirror and look yourself in the eye and say, you've got this. You can do this. This is easier for you than you even imagine. And what I say about that is because you're making this harder. And I know, I'm sorry, I'm not judging you, because I know I do this. That's why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. I do this to myself all the time, which is why I can be so flippant about it. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. This is you not being comfortable. It's not about comfort. This is about you embracing who you are. And again, I'm really being drawn to the eyes of this flamingo spirit. It's about you being brave enough to be who you are. And I really want to put that there. And everybody got this card. The message was that it flipped over for everybody. And it was like, I need to use that in everybody's reading and see how it works in. But this is this card here. This is the 9 of Pentacles. Embrace the in-between. For you, it is be yourself. Be who you're meant to be. Then we have White Raven Spirit. Trust the magic. A repeating 6. This is about an immense trust that I don't feel like you have of yourself. And it's sitting below the world. I'm feeling really sad when I'm looking at this. I'm feeling really sad. And look, I'm not being condescending or demeaning to you at all, because part of this sadness is probably my own coming up. But this is you not believing that you have the magic that you are in control of and in power of. It's you not trusting yourself, because you are capable of such great things. The success is here. This rebirth is absolutely assured for you. Let's have a look at your other cards. We have dry desert, we have listening, and we have commitment. The dry desert, I'm feeling really dry while I'm talking, so I'm going to have a sip of tea. I feel like you feel like this is where you are. And even in this card here, which is about commitment, it's at a 4 and that's a 9. So that's a finish, a final card, a completion. This dry desert feels like, it's like you don't know how to find your way home. It's like you don't know how to find your way to this new beginning. And I feel like that it's like you don't need to push it. The Hangman is kind of comfortable where it is. This is assured. I feel like you need to listen to your guides, and whether that be listening to music and allowing yourself to get into a zone where you can work through this stuff, whether you need to work with somebody who works with energy to work through it, whether you need to journal. It's about, there's a lot of acceptance here. There's a lot of acceptance and trust happening for you, pile one. And then this commitment. This is the thing that I feel like you have this in bags, in spades. You have so much commitment, but you're so frightened. And that's a really difficult thing to get over. And I understand that. But I feel like this is unstoppable. That's what I feel. I feel that you cannot even stop this. You can delay it, but you'll get to the point where you just make a move, where you just do, and you trust this magic, you trust this mystery. You're being supported on so many levels here. This animal spirit that I talked about in the beginning is such a strong one for you, and perhaps you might want to really connect with this animal spirit of the coyote, the wolf, or your personal animal, canine animal, dog probably. There's so much happening for you, and it's all and it feels like it's all happening inside because you're ready to go. You have this commitment. You just don't know how to make this, step it out into the world. But there's so much success when you do. So whether that is tuning into this animal spirit guide, whether it is harnessing this energy of trust and knowing that life is a mystery, your plans for success they can't be held back, not even by you. Connection to spirit is one thing with this stone. It's a great stone for that. So perhaps you want to connect with spirit in a greater way to help you get through this. Perhaps you want to journal. There's so many things you could possibly do. You may need some outside support, but know that where you are right now is okay too. And that's all I'm seeing for you today, pile one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing and supporting this channel by subscribing if you so choose. Hope to see you again in the near future for another reading, or come to my art play, or watch my art play, or come to the live when I make that happen. And yeah, hope to see you again in the future. Bye for now. Hi pile two, if you chose the beautiful Tiger Eye, then this is your pile today, all about new beginnings in your life. Now our first two cards are setting the scene about where new beginnings are coming, and a great card for about new beginnings. We have the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So we are, and this one's in the reverse position, but we're moving quite quickly through the ending of something for you. It's a release. It probably feels really crap. The 10 of Swords, I actually love seeing this card, but I know that it means that you've been through a really crappy time. And combined with the 8 of Swords, it means that, you know, not only have you been through a really crappy time, but you felt really trapped. And, you know, you haven't been experiencing a great period of time, pile two. So for you, there is an end to this. The end is either coming or it is here. So that's the overriding energies that you've got for new beginnings. The next thing, we're going to bring in some more tarot cards. What have we got? We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups reversed, and then the 9 of Swords. So you have the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Swords. So we are really working with something in the mental plane, or communication, mental, you know, all those sorts of things. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is coming to bring in some new energy for you. It's like a rebirth around finances, career, and perhaps a home as well. But there's definitely a transformation happening around that. The Queen of Pentacles is all about the earth plane, and it's all about your comfort and how you're getting on in the world. And the Queen comes to talk about really feeling at home in her own environment. She, I'm almost getting this feeling of the master of her world, but that feminine aspect. So there's also this enlightenment is what I'm getting. There's this feeling of enlightenment. And when I say that word, it's like enlightenment. So it's like lifting you up because you have felt oppressed, you felt really burdened, and there is a brighter energy coming in for you, pile number 2. Now I'm feeling really kind of, I don't know, like I'm picked up in a whirlwind now. Like my energy's like whipped right up. So whether you felt that way, like really feels like you've been almost in this tornado of energies. And these are very air cards, Swords are all about the air element. So you may have had this feeling of like energy lifting you up and not being able to feel grounded. I've got this feeling happening. And it's like whatever's been happening in your life, pile 2, you have been whipped up with it. You've felt very constrained and you haven't been able to even relax, is the words that I'm getting. Like mentally it's been so challenging, but it's just whipped you up. It's like it's cut all the cords, all the roots from the earth. It's like you haven't been able to be grounded. And these 2 first cards are coming in to talk about being grounded. The Queen of Pentacles, like I said, there's that enlightenment, there's a transformation coming, and the crows in these cards are grounded. They're touching the ground, and that feels like a really important thing for you right now, to touch the ground, to bring any ideas that you're having into the earth plane. But the strong message here is do not go backwards. There is no going backwards. It's that card just wants to give one single message, and it is do not go backwards. This card can mean so many different things, but for you, it is do not look to the past. My voice is like yelling at you. I'm so sorry. Do not look to the past for fulfillment. Okay? Do not think that your cups will be fulfilled by going backwards. This is a definite cut with the past that we are having here. And this mental activity possibly of going back to the past or feeling like you need to go back, this card here sitting underneath the 10 of Swords is saying, no, there's a break. It's like, cut that right off. Whoa, I'm getting really excited. Sorry about that. The energy is just really coming really thick and fast. The Knight of Pentacles here is talking about a new way of doing it for you. And the Knight is almost, it's like you've been doing things you've been doing things the way other people wanted you to do it. And now that you've got the Queen on your side, now you know who you are. And a lot of you might be thinking, I don't know who I am. It's coming. It's coming. This is about doing things on your terms. This is about moving forward on your terms and feeling a lot better in that. There's still going to be a lot of mental air aspect stuff coming up for you, pile 2, that will leave you in doubt and will have you second guessing yourself. But the really strong message from your guides is there is no going back. Okay, this is an end that you do not go back from. And this looking to the past is not going to serve you. There are some sort of dark nights coming up, but that's coming to an end too. So this is, that mental playing over things is coming to an end, and you keeping or believing that you've been sort of imprisoned or locked up by this way of being, or whatever this is in your life is coming to an end. So let's bring in some oracle cards and get some more information for you, pile 2. Where are these going? We've got 4 of these, quite a lot. Okay, so we have Vulture, and everybody is having this card coming in for them. It is a 26, it is Flamingo Spirit, and it is Embrace the In-Between. And I feel like for all of the groups today, Spirit wants you to know that there is a period between new beginnings or endings and new beginnings, and that is the space in between. And it was, this card wanted to come out for everybody. So I just wanted to share that with you before we move into the other animal spirit energies that are coming in for you. Okay, so it's really very interesting that you have 3 birds out of the 4 animal spirits that you have here. And they're all wearing crowns. Again, so we've got that regal kind of energy coming in here. The first message is Vulture Spirit, and it is nothing is wasted. So I feel like you're going to be telling yourself quite some stories that everything that is happening to you is, I feel like I'm yelling at you. I'm so sorry. It's like I just want to get it out. Everything that's happening to you was meant to happen. It's not some random experiences that that have happened to you, pile 2. These things are meant for you to learn from. And it's like the vultures, they nothing is wasted. They pick from the very bones of a carcass and they use it. And there will be this element of you going over things and realizing how much this situation, and you're probably looking at me thinking, no, that's not going to happen. But I know that I've been through some really painful experiences myself, and when you get through them and you're working on the other side of them, you start seeing, the correlations to what it is you needed to have in those experiences. And this is coming from the Queen of Pentacles. So this is not for you right now. This energy, for most of you, pile 2, this is not available to you yet. This is what's coming for you. You are going to understand why you experience these things as a soul. Peacock Spirit is Let It Shine, and it's sitting right underneath. And the energies that we're working with is 1, you being released from this imprisonment. 2, you demanding life to come at you on your terms. And Peacock Spirit is like unlocking your heart, but it's also unlocking, your sense of who you are as a soul. So the thymus here is the seat of our soul. And it's like, it's like you tapping on here going, this is who I am. This is my being. This is me being, like, letting my light shine. And I'm going to be proud of that, and I'm going to stand tall. And like the Peacock Spirit is amazing. It is another sign of new beginnings. But the other thing about Peacock Spirit is they know their own worth. And this is what's coming in for you. Again, these are future energies that are coming in for you. I didn't set it up like that, but this is what I'm being told. This is how I'm being told this is coming in for you. And again, underneath the 10 of Swords, we have the 6 of Cups, which is in the reverse, which is no going backwards. We have Lizard Spirit, Dream the World into Being, and Lizard is focused on the future. Lizard is looking forward and not looking backwards. Lizard is talking to you about dreaming the world into being. This is like when you're experiencing something crap, sometimes you can only see that. And if you're looking backwards and seeing what could have been, how you could have worked this through, Lizard Spirit is telling you not to do that. Dream the world into being. Create the world of your future is what Lizard Spirit is telling you. And then we have Parrot Spirit, watch your words, and that's sitting right underneath the 9 of Swords. So what you tell yourself, communication card, what you tell yourself is really, really important. If you tell yourself that you deserve this, that this is all your fault, you know, whatever it is, whatever your speech to yourself is, Parrot Spirit is coming in to show you the lightness of that. And what I mean by that is you have the ability to turn it on its head. You have the ability to take yourself out of this situation. It may not feel like that again. These are future energies coming to you, and you may want to look up these animal spirit energies and see if you can understand how you're going to work with them in this future energy that we have going on here. We have 3 more cards coming in for you. Really very interesting cards coming up for you, pile number 2. I need to make some more space, so you may not be able to see all those on the screen. But we have some such interesting cards here. I'll pick them up so you can see them all. We have Dragon's Lair, which is a number 19, which adds up to a 10. We have Education, which is a 35, and we have Goblins, which is a 5. So the new beginnings in your life are coming through quite a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain that you're processing to get through to this new life, this new beginning. And I feel like the new beginning is you treating yourself really differently. I feel like it's about your self-esteem, which is, you know, perfect for this card. It is about you creating a new beginning when it comes to valuing yourself, about loving yourself, and about setting yourself free with the thoughts that you think about yourself. The Dragon's Lair is this scary looking ominous card. However, when we think about a scary place, it's all in our head. It's all, you know, mostly, I shouldn't say it's all in our head, but there's a lot of what's happening when we take in a scary place or a scary scene. There's a lot of imagery that's sending signals to our brain that tells us to fight or flight, be scared. And the Dragon's Lair, we don't know what's there. I think I just made a rhyme. The Dragon's Lair could be this wonderful place that we don't know. It doesn't feel like that because it's surrounded by icy snow. But the thing is, what I'm feeling with this card for you today, pile 2, is there's quite a path. And the path leads you into the Dragon's Lair. You don't know what you're going to find there. And then it leads you up. And you keep going up. Now, dragons can be both positive and negative. Dragon energy can be really significant and really, you know, you can really connect to it. It feels like there's a lot of frozen energy around your solar plexus and who you are, your self-esteem. And it's going to take a lot of work for you to work through this into this new beginning. There's a lot of education. There is a lot of you learning happening here. The Stalk, the book that's open, it's about you going into that sort of, I was going to say dark night of the soul, but it feels like you're already there, or you're going through that experience anyway. And it's like you're stepping between the two, but you're not in neither camp yet. And this is all about education. It's about what you choose to take from this situation. What will you choose to take from this situation? Will you keep going backwards? There's so much energy here that's available for you that is not that. But you may choose to go into your old wounds. And I understand that. I really do. And there will be this time of moving ground. Goblins is coming up to, it's the same as this card here. They don't mean the same, the cards at all. But I feel the message for you is about goblins, because we've got these spooky eyes coming in, both these cards. And goblins come in where the wounds are. The goblins can't hurt you when when you've got no wounds. And part of that is acknowledging your wounds and then asking for help, asking for healing. Now, it feels like there is a lot of new energy coming in for you. Like there's, really amazing new energies in your new beginnings. It's all around and tied up with your self-worth, your self-esteem, which I am someone who really understands that that is a challenging place to work in. There are a lot of things from your past that you're still to work through. But when I say that, I don't want you to think that it's going to take you so long. We are amazing beings, and living on this planet at the time that we do, we are working through things so quickly. What took people 10 years to get over, people are doing in weeks. There are more light workers on this planet. I'm feeling really emotional now that I've just said that. There are more people doing this work on themselves. If you need some help, reach out and find someone who can help you. There's a lot of help here from the animal kingdom for you, a lot of animal spirit really supporting you to work through this. If you feel like you need help, please reach out for someone who can help you. Find an energy healer, find a kinesiologist, find a chiropractor. I don't know, any allied health professional that you feel like can help you. And there's also a speech therapist is also coming up here, or it could be someone who helps you express yourself. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I'm seeing for you today, pile 2. You may even want to get yourself a beautiful tiger eye. They're really good for working with your solar plexus and your self-esteem and building you up. Your new beginnings are about building you up. It's a great time for you. I know you're probably not feeling that, and I am sending you much love. Thanks for watching today. Bye for now. Hi pile 3, if you chose the black tourmaline, this is your reading today, and this reading is all about new beginnings. And our first card, which sort of sets the scene for everything, is the Knight of Swords. This feels like you're rushing into something, into a new beginning. Feels like there's a lot of quick, fast communication around this thing. There could even possibly be some angry words and things like that, but it's all full steam ahead and you're moving regardless. That's what it feels like we're getting the message about there. So let's have a look at the rest of your cards and see what we get there. Okay, so whatever it is that you're rushing into, this new beginnings, there feels like there is a lot of abundance and, some emotional fulfillment coming for you, definitely. There is the keys to some success. There's a lot of sunshine happening with the Nine of, I don't know if I said that. So here we have your cards. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Death card. We have the Moon. And we have the Hermit. So there's a lot of introspection after you start this, whatever this new thing is that you're working on, pile 3. You're going in guns blazing. You're going in with a really positive attitude. You really know that you're going to succeed. And I feel that you will too. However, once you make a start, it's like your confidence drops. So, and you know what you're doing. You have the keys here to this emotional fulfillment. You have this emotional abundance coming in whatever this is. So whether this is you diving into a new relationship, which it feels like it could be, a new social setting, like it doesn't feel like about work and career. It could be for some of you, but this feels like emotional and social. So social and emotional. That's where I'm sort of seeing you're getting a new beginning around. And it could be that you're meeting a new group of friends and this feels really exciting and new. And then you start having this more of internal dialogue where you feel, I don't know if I've gone into the right thing here. I don't know if these people are for me. So it's either relationship or social. So that's where we're sort of looking at with this group. And this feels good for you. This feels good. So whether it ends up being, the love of your life or the best friends of your life, it doesn't really matter. There's part of you that's going to go on through a very big soul-searching sort of thing here. And I'm reminded of the black tourmaline. So you may want to get yourself a piece of black tourmaline so you feel protected, because I feel like you opening up to this this new thing that you're going into might feel a little bit overwhelming for you, pile 3, but you are releasing a part of yourself that's ready to go. The death card here talks about a needed or a wanted, death of something, a release of the old. And it's definitely a new beginning around you in social circumstances and relating to people. Like I said, whether it's relationship or social. The moon here is coming to talk about secrets. I feel like you don't want to share your secrets with people. You don't want to open up like a can of worms. There's things in your shadow side that you don't want to share with people straight up. And there's so many reasons to understand that, absolutely. And I don't feel like you need to do that straight up, but you may feel like you need to do that to fit in or to make inroads with these people or with this person. But that could be an illusion. That actually could be an illusion, that you feel like you need to do certain things to fit in with this group. And the Hermit's coming in to talk about, going within. So perhaps there is this sense that I feel like you're someone who doesn't necessarily, normally have this bright, sunny aspect when it comes to relationships and new people and new beginnings and new relationships or new social circles or wherever this is affecting you. I feel like you're more of a homebody. You're more of someone who has fewer friends and has deeper friendships. But this is you living life differently. You're definitely putting an old habit to bed here. But it doesn't mean that you have to then disregard your inner self. It doesn't mean that you have to not look at what you're feeling internally and not necessarily going by what the illusion is, that you have to fit in, have to make changes so that you fit in. Maybe you're making some changes and that's how you're feeling comfortable or how you're rushing into this situation. But it's like everything about you is not wrong, and you need to listen to what you've got to say because it's important. Your very your very being, the way who you are is important, and you don't want to, that's who these people are interested in. That's who this, if it's a relationship, that's who this person that you're involved in was interested in the first place. It's not about changing to suit your environment. Now, everybody got this card. This card wanted to come out and wanted to share itself with everybody, and it's Flamingo Spirit, and it's embrace the in-between. So this is talking to you about embracing who you are. This is embracing the fact that you may not feel comfortable in this situation. You may feel like you're rushing in. You may feel like this isn't you, but it is you. It's a different side of you, but it's to do it in your way and not to make yourself feel like you're, excuse me, less than because you're different and you do it differently. So we have Dove Spirit, be peace. And this is in the reverse position. The Death card is in the reverse position. It's all about letting go. It's all about releasing and letting go of the emotion that you have tied up to who you are, or the old who you are, the old person that you were. And it's like releasing and allowing yourself to feel lighter. Yeah, and the message here is don't hurt yourself. Be kind to yourself. Bring in peace for yourself. Because I feel like you're going, like I said, it's this big introspection that you're going to go through when you have, or either when you're going through it or you're in it. Like a lot of you feel like you're in it. And I feel like you're going to really beat yourself up because you feel like you don't fit in, you're not right, all that sort of stuff. And this beautiful Dove Spirit is coming in to say you are perfect. Be the peace that you want to see in other people. Be that for yourself, because that's the thing that these people are seeing in you, whether it's a group of people or if it's a couple or one. Clear out the clutter. There is this element of you really doing some deep diving in your stuff, in your emotions. really working through some stuff and getting rid of all the old stuff, which, you know, we've talked about already. But when you do, it's like you feel lighter, you feel brighter, and it feels like you're ready then. Like you're ready to take on the new stuff, which is a great feeling. Again, I talked about the green that I'm using today for this new beginning. So this is a great place when you want to start new. You want to cleanse your space, get rid of clothes. You know, I'm thinking about, you know, those drawers, everybody has them and they're full of crap. Clear out that drawer, organize it. You know, it may be a cupboard, like there's going to be a place that you know that you have accumulated a bunch of crap, and it needs sorting, it needs going through, and it's very personal stuff, or it's things that mean a lot to you. And when you clear that out, that's going to help you cleanse, and it feels like you'll be able to sort of maybe let go of some of your secrets to yourself. I know that sounds really weird. It is really weird. But that's a message that I'm getting, that you'll be able to, you know, you don't need to share all of your secrets with others. Your secrets can be shared with, you know, in a journal or some other method that's only for you, through art play that I've started doing on a Tuesday. And then we have Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. Now this card here, I'm just looking at the numbers you've got, because you've got a 9, you've got another 9, you've got, this is a 10, this is a 10, the death card is 13, and that is an 18, and another, and that's an 8, and a 3. So we have a lot of endings here. We have a lot of things ending. And I feel like the ending is that life stings for you. I feel like that's coming to an end for you, because I feel like I said before, that you have been someone who's a bit more reluctant to, you know, jump in. Sorry, turn it around that way so you can see it. So that you can jump in to life. And I think you're used to things not going your way. You having it's like you have a certain way of thinking about how things are going to go, and you're manifesting that. And this feels like it's in the past for you. Sometimes life stings. It's a way of thinking that you need to let go of. And perhaps that is that you need to, you know, go into meditation to acknowledge and let go of this way of thinking for yourself, because it's outdated for you. It's something that you don't need anymore. There is a part of you that's ready to change. There is a part of you that's ready to dive in and jump in and move fast, which is what you're doing. My dog is starting to harass me. What are you doing, puppy? Lots of 3s. 33, 3. Oh, gosh. 33 and 23. This adds up to a 5. That's a 3 and that's a 3. So for me, it looks like you've been given some choices. We've got doves on this card. Again, you won't be able to see them, but there are doves there, which are talking about making a choice. There are 2 doors to choose from, and one is this bright open space, and you're only seeing half of these things. So it's kind of like, it's like what we were talking about before. You have the choice to walk into the door and fully embrace this way of being, fully embrace this. I know what I'm doing. I have the keys to success in this relationship or this social circle. I can do this. I've got this. You have that available to you. You also have the other flip side of that, which is it feels moodier. It feels like, going within, retreating within yourself and making it, making the landscape really moody. Can't think of another word. It's just moody. It's not depressing. That's not exactly the word, but it's like you have a choice here of letting this thing go, because that's what the death card is, and making the right choice. And when I say that, I don't mean that you can make a wrong choice, because there are no wrong choices when it comes to choosing for ourselves. Sometimes we make a choice for now and then we can make another choice in the future. It's up to you which one you're going to make now. We have the Wizard of Awareness coming in. And again, I feel like that's this introspection. You've got a lot of introspective cards here. I feel like you're going out on a limb, changing. I get that. I really do. But these cards wouldn't be as bright as they are if it wasn't so great. That wouldn't be the Nine of Cups. That would be a lesser card. The Nine of Cups can be called a wish fulfillment card. This is really awesome what you're going into. You're thinking about it and you're overthinking has the ability to keep you stuck here and not let go. This is a good place you're moving into. Like there is still this fortress around this place that is all about, barren branches and it looks inhospitable and hard to get to. And that's how it feels for you. I really get that. It feels inhospitable. It feels like it's hard to attain. But I don't feel like it is. And I understand that you're probably thinking, well, you must know something that I don't know. But what I know is what Spirit's telling me, Pile 3. That there is a new beginning here. There is a lot to let go. You have a lot of baggage, a lot of set ways of thinking to dismantle, to let go, to clear the clutter of those. But you need to really be kind to yourself. There is a huge change and a beginning here for you that feels awesome. And I know that you are, and it might feel like it's rushing you. It might feel like, you have to rush to get to it, or that, it's coming at you. Like there may be that element that maybe not you rushing to it, but it may be coming at you and you want to put the brakes on and you want to slow it down and go back into your old stuckness. But it's a good time for you to change. It is. It's really good time for you to change. It's really your choice though. It is really your choice. There's a lot you need to let go of to move into this space where you're not in between the past and the future. This is a really big time for you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. Thank you for joining me on my channel. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a big thumbs up for me. Please share and subscribe to my channel if you're so inclined. Hope to see you again in the future. Bye for now.